It is better to keep your mouth closed and let people think you are a fool than to open it and remove all doubt. If you tell the truth, you don't have to remember anything. It's not the size of the dog in the fight, it's the size of the fight in the dog. The human race has one really effective weapon, and that is laughter. If it's your job to eat a frog, it's best to do it first thing in the morning. And if it's your job to eat 2 frogs, it's best to eat the biggest one first. Suppose you were an idiot, and suppose you were a member of Congress. But I repeat myself, age is an issue of mind over matter. If you don't mind, it doesn't matter. Whenever you find yourself on the side of the majority, it is time to pause and reflect. Anger is an acid that can do more harm to the vessel in which it is stored than to anything on which it is poured. The fear of death follows from the fear of life. A man who lives fully is prepared to die at any time. Get your facts first, then you can distort them as you please. All you need in this life is ignorance and confidence, and then success is sure. Courage is resistance to fear, mastery of fear, not absence of fear.
Cauliflower is nothing but cabbage with a college education. The only way to keep your health is to eat what you don't want, drink what you don't like, and do what you'd rather not. Never put off till tomorrow what you can do the day after tomorrow. Forgiveness is the fragrance that the violet sheds on the heel that has crushed it. A man who carries a cat by the tail learns something he can learn in no other way. Don't go around saying the world owes you a living. The world owes you nothing. It was here first. The lack of money is the root of all evil. I am an old man and have known a great many troubles, but most of them never happened. Do the right thing. It will gratify some people and astonish the rest. In the first place, God made idiots. That was for practice. Then he made school boards. Patriotism is supporting your country all the time, and your government when it deserves it. You can't depend on your eyes when your imagination is out of focus. Don't let schooling interfere with your education. Part of the secret of a success in life is to eat what you like and let the food fight it out inside. Denial ain't just a river in Egypt. Go to heaven for the climate, hell for the company. Do the thing you fear most, and the death of fear is certain. A person who won't read has no advantage over one who can't read. It ain't those parts of the Bible that I can't understand that bother me. It is the parts that I do understand. A man's character may be learned from the adjectives which he habitually uses in conversation. Good friends and good books, a sleepy conscience. This is the ideal life. Buy land. They're not making it anymore. The reports of my death have been greatly exaggerated. Action speaks louder than words, but not nearly as often. There are basically 2 types of people: people who accomplish things and people who claim to have accomplished things. The first group is less crowded. Climate is what we expect. Weather is what we get. When you fish for love, bait with your heart, not your brain. I can live for 2 months on a good compliment. The best way to cheer yourself up is to try to cheer somebody else up. Truth is stranger than fiction, but it is because fiction is obliged to stick to possibilities. Truth isn't. Giving up smoking is the easiest thing in the world. I know because I've done it thousands of times. Never pick a fight with people who buy ink by the barrel. There is no distinctly American criminal class, except Congress. We have the best government that money can buy. All generalizations are false, including this one. Clothes make the man. Naked people have little or no influence on society. But who prays for Satan? Who, in 18 centuries, has had the common humanity to pray for the one sinner that needed it most? Humor is mankind's greatest blessing. It usually takes me more than 3 weeks to prepare a good impromptu speech. Loyalty to petrified opinion never yet broke a chain or freed a human soul. Life would be infinitely happier if we could only be born at the age of 80 and gradually approach 18. The right word may be effective, but no word was ever as effective as a rightly timed pause. Let us endeavor so to live, so that when we come to die, even the undertaker will be sorry. We have the best government that money can buy. Thunder is good, thunder is impressive, but it is lightning that does the work. There are people who can do all fine and heroic things, but one, keep from telling their happiness to the unhappy. Don't part with your illusions. When they are gone, you may still exist, but you have ceased to live. Grief can take care if itself, but to get the full value of a joy, you must have somebody to divide it with. But who prays for Satan? Who, in 18 centuries, has had the common humanity to pray for the one sinner that needed it most? Everything human is pathetic. The secret source of humor itself is not joy, but sorrow. There is no humor in heaven. I don't like to commit myself about heaven and hell. You see, I have friends in both places. I came in with Halley's Comet in 1835. It is coming again next year, and I expect to go out with it. It will be the greatest disappointment of my life if I don't go out with Halley's Comet. The Almighty has said, no doubt. Now here are these two unaccountable freaks